Welcome to Rick's Corner, brought to you by Old School Labs, the brand I trust and the only one I put my name to. Use my code drasin12 on the link below.
Welcome to Rick's Corner. The man, the myth, the legend. Now on with the show.
Oh, welcome to Rick's Corner. I was going to talk a little bit about bench presses today, and I decided, nah. I watched some videos where people had their stomach on the roof trying to bench, they cheat to get it up, and I thought, nah, we don't want to do that. Let's just do them strict like we're supposed to do and do them the right way. But some of the things, I had an email from a guy who watches my show and talked about my attitude through injuries and all that. So I want to talk a little bit more about attitude. You know, it's hard when you get up in the morning and you watch the news and you see all the crime and all the things that are going on in this world that are really bad. And you try to have an open mind and keep a good attitude, and it's very, very difficult. You take your frustrations out wherever you can. Usually with me it's the gym. And it works to a degree, because on top of that, then I have an injury or I have a pain, and as I get older and I've had so many years of wrestling and bodybuilding, the pains get worse. And they pop up in different areas, like out of nowhere. Last 2 weeks, all of a sudden my shoulders hurt like they're on fire. What did I do to them? I didn't do anything to them that I know of, but I know that they hurt like mad. And just to reach up and grab something, the top of my front delt is like, oh my God, it's got like a knife stuck in it. Then you go to the movies and you go to the parking structure to reach for a parking ticket, and you can't reach the ticket and the thing because it's so far back, you can't hardly get it. I don't know why they don't build those things out a little bit more for people who can't reach them, and then they can. But you still do your day, you still go through what you got to go through. Okay, so I get up. I usually have a nurse that comes that wraps my leg and checks out the wound to make sure it's healed, and it's almost totally healed. There is some irritation in the tendons. I'm holding some fluid on the right side of it, and it's kind of sore all of a sudden, a new soreness, and a bump on the kneecap that looks like a knob on your head. I don't know where that came from. A little water that I pushed out. But I still go, and I go to the gym, and I try to keep a good attitude, and it's difficult sometimes. As much as I like everybody and everybody's friendly, sometimes I get really annoyed by talking because I'm trying to focus on what I need to do in the gym, and talking just takes me away from that. Sometimes the music's too loud, which I try to ignore, and sometimes the people are too loud, screaming and yelling and dropping weights and making a lot of noise. And I've been hearing this my whole life. I should be used to it by now, and I pretty much am. But when you don't feel well, it's difficult to focus because you hear all this other stuff around you, and it drives you insane. And I got to compliment the members of Gold's Gym in North Hollywood because they're very, very nice to me. They're always willing to load the equipment or help me get something or a bench and help me sit down. They just see that I'm having a difficult time, and they're there to help out. I find that I think about things the night before, like maybe grabbing the dumbbells and doing dumbbell flies and dumbbell presses on the bench. And then when I get there, I don't feel I can do it. I just feel the pain in my shoulders, the numbness in my fingers, which I have from a pinched nerve, and my leg being able to sit down and grab the dumbbells. And it frustrates me because this is something I want to do, and I will do it, but I might wait a week or so until I feel better. But I do an alternative, and I find things that I can do for my chest that work just as well. There are some really good pec decks, and there's good cable crossovers, and there's a press machine, and there's another one that is an incline by Hammer that's pretty good. So I find things that'll work for me. As far as the shoulders, I did put one up of doing lateral raises and fronts and back, and no pressing because the pressing really hurts my shoulders, and I think maybe that's where I damaged it the other time. And then you get to curls, and all of a sudden, the past 2 weeks, the curls are hurting me because they're hurting my bicep tendon that goes underneath my front delt. And I thought, my God, where did that come from now? It's like, this really hurts. So I had to switch to another exercise that doesn't hurt it. I used some cable curls in the gym, and then I had a curl machine, and then one arm's on the machine, and I said, okay, this is not too bad. And then you go to tries, of course, and then the tries just kind of lay there. They don't get a pump like they used to for whatever reason. I think using the rope doesn't work for me. Using the bar is much better for some reason. I know a lot of guys use the rope for tricep pushdowns, and I guess they're good at a point, but I've always felt better with a bar. Then there's a machine you sit on to do extensions with it, and if you do it properly and you sit a certain way and raise your elbows up, it's like doing like an easy bar of skull crushers, and it works pretty good. So I find another way to do something. When I get done with the whole thing, I need to work my abs, just 100 reps. So I do 100 leg raises with my leg, and it's like this, and it seems to be okay, or 100 crunches with the rope. But it's attitude. I try to keep a good attitude. I find that now when I go in, I don't stay more than a half hour, and I do everything quick. I don't wait more than, I don't think, 10 seconds between sets. And I don't go heavy, but I do a moderate weight, and it gets me out of the gym in 30 minutes, and that's what I want to do. I want to get in and get out. I don't want to spend my life in the gym like I did years ago for an hour and a half, 2 hours. I don't need to, and it's not necessary for you to at all. If you get in there and you do your workout quick, and you use a moderate weight, and you use it like an aerobic weight workout, you'll get more out of it. Your muscles will respond better because they're responding to the action and the quickness of it, and they're getting full of blood, and they're going to work really well. So I just want to make those little points. I think they work, and I think even on days where I don't want to go because I hurt, I still go. I have found that about every fourth day, if I take the day off, I recover much better. So like tomorrow I'll take the day off and just kind of do other things I want to do. I've got my daughter's dog, so I'll take him out with me for a while and take my mind off the gym, because when you do something too much every day, you burn out on it. It's almost like you don't even want to feel it anymore. You're feeling overtrained and you're tired and you don't feel like doing it. So try taking every fourth day off if you can, or if you want to train 4 days a week, that's also good. That works pretty well. It's just that you want to utilize the time you have, and the time off is also good time, because sometimes less is more, and when you do less, you get more out of it. And the time off, when you're doing nothing, you're actually doing something. You're growing, your body's recovering. Make sure you eat well, and it'll make a big difference. I'm doing the egg whites from Egg Whites International, and I love this. I do them 3 times a day, and I'm starting to see good muscle gains just from the eggs, and they digest well, so I have no problem with that. It kind of filled in the blanks for me where I needed that extra meal, and it made a huge difference. And when I have it in the morning, I go to the gym, I'm ready to train. So keep a good attitude. If I can do it, you can do it. And I was leaving a restaurant earlier, and these 2 women said, "Do you need help to your card?" I said, "Nope." I said, "I can do it, and I'll conquer everything that's in front of me, and I will." So you need to do the same thing. Don't let anything stand in your way. There's always going to be a roadblock. There's always going to be a person that's negative that's going to get in your way and pull you down. Get them out of your way. Evict them from your mind. They're living in there rent-free. And there's a lot of them. There's a lot of people today that have problems. We have, 56,000 homeless people here in Los Angeles. I feel sad for them that they have to be like that. It's a very sad situation. But there's nothing that I can do to help them. They got to help themselves, and if I can ever give a little handout, I will. But don't let everything bring you down. Think of yourself, think positive, think of your family, your kids, your wives, your girlfriends, your husbands, and be happy that you're alive and that you can wake up every day and be with them. It's time goes really quick. I'll be 75 in July, and many of my friends are gone. It just happens in their 60s and they're gone. And I feel fortunate that I'm still here. I don't know for how long, because there's no way to determine that, but I'm going to make each moment count that I am and try to keep the attitude that I need to move forward and accomplish more. So that's my bit of motivation for you. I think it'll help. And go to the movies and enjoy yourself there. I went to see Rocket Man by Elton John. That's a great movie. I really, really enjoyed it. And John Wick #3 is a great action film. And he does his own stunts, which I wish I could do anymore. It's a stunt for me to just get out of bed and go into the kitchen. All right, everybody, thanks for watching Rick's Corner, and stay tuned for more. Stay motivated, and I'm going to have Corey Everson on as soon as she gets back from France. She told me she'd come do my show, which will be kind of fun. And I have some other people lined up like that as well. All right, see you guys next time. Bye-bye. Hope you enjoyed the video brought to you by Old School Labs. Use my discount code DRASIN12 on the link below at oldschoollabs.com. Hey everyone, now you can have the Gold's Gym logo drawn by me, the artist Rick Drasin, personalized and made out to you and signed by me to frame and put on your gym wall or wherever you see fit to do so. It's a piece of bodybuilding history. It will never be duplicated again. It's the largest selling icon t-shirt logo in the world, and I'm the guy that drew it, and I will draw it for you. Just go to my website, rickdrasin.com, and order there. You can pay through PayPal, and it'll be sent out right away. And be sure to watch Rick's Corner for all the videos on bodybuilding, nutrition, fitness, pro wrestling, and anything that suits your interest as far as getting physically fit and being the best you can be from the golden era of bodybuilding.
Drasin. He's the equalizer, baby. See you next time.